Alright people, so I'm here with 20 political predictions for the 2015 year. So let me just get right into it. Number one, I think there's going to be more of a push towards a kind of a civil war, kind of a having us fight with each other so that we don't fight against the actual tyrants, which are the government. You know, they're playing us off against each other like blacks against white, citizens against police, blacks against police, police against the mayor, you know. There's going to be a lot of promoting of fighting between actual citizens as opposed to the citizens paying attention to the tyrannical government. Number two, I think there's going to be an ISIS attack, whether it be legitimate or not. I think there's going to be some form of an attack, and even if it is legitimate, we funded them, we, left our borders open to them. So in the end, it's pretty much is a false flag, even if they do attack legitimately. I mean, there's nothing really to, if ISIS attacked, I mean, again, we fund them. Open, it's like it's the mainstream news, we fund terrorist groups. Yet people don't even pay attention to that shit. They're too busy watching football. So, I mean, we really have to look out for this kind of shit, yet people don't care. But anyway, I think there will be an ISIS attack. I mean, they've really been building these people up as these people who are gonna like take over America and shit, when they're not. I mean, we could easily take them out, and probably if we hadn't funded them in the first place, they wouldn't have even existed really. Number four, I think tensions with Russia are gonna get worse. I don't think there's gonna be a war or anything like that, but I really think that they're going to really promote Russia and demonize them as being horrible people, especially like Putin, and really demonize Russia as like the devil, as like the Antichrist. And I think really we're going to see a growing of tensions between Russia and the U.S. Number five, I think the media and everybody inside government is really going to push towards the mindset of a Jeb Bush versus Hillary Clinton for 2016. I think Hillary's probably going to announce that she wants to run, and there's really going to be a push, and I think Americans are really going to get the mindset that Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton are like two of the top front runners or the two top front runners even maybe for 2016. Not that that's true, but I think the media is really going to push that down our throats, and so is the government. Number six, I don't think we're going to get close to an Obama impeachment. It's clear that the Democrats don't want to impeach Obama, that's obvious, but I mean, even the Republicans, who are supposedly the opposition to Obama, are bought and paid for by the same interests, and they're all part of the same system, so they're not going to want to impeach Obama either. So I mean, nobody's really going to impeach Obama. I mean, maybe among the citizens there might be a movement to impeach him, but I mean, I'm talking like in the Congress, there won't be any move to impeach him, I don't think. I mean, maybe a few people, but I'm not talking like a mass movement or anything. Number seven, I think we're going to have ground troops fighting ISIS, and this might be after the so-called the so-called ISIS attack, or this may be before. I don't know, but I think we're going to have ground troops in there fighting ISIS. 8, I think homosexuality is going to be pushed a lot more. Like, they're doing shit with race, they're stirring shit up with the race, they're doing, the war on women. I think they're going to do some shit with homosexuality and really promote division with homosexuality and say, you're anti-homosexual. I don't know, they're going to do some shit, I think, with it, though. Number 9, alternative media is going to become more popular. We're going to see more websites like InfoWars, Drudge Report, WND grow, I think, bigger, and then you're going to see mainstream media like MSNBC, CNN, Fox become smaller and become less successful. Number 10, I think Rand Paul is going to become more popular. I mean, his beliefs are really what a true conservative, for the most part, would believe in. I think a lot of people like him, and I think a lot of people are going to realize that he's a frontrunner for the GOP candidate, and I think he's going to become more popular. Number 11, Obama's going to pass more unlawful executive orders. I think that's almost a given. I think he's going to, Obama's going to act a lot more like a dictator since he doesn't have anything to get elected for. There's pretty much no election. There's like no elections, no major elections from now until his presidency ends. So I think he's going to become a lot more tyrannical. Number 12, I don't think the stock market will crash. I think a lot of people are talking, oh, the stock market's going to go down. There's a big bubble. It's going to crash. I think that's going to happen in the future, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. Number 13, I think more info on MH370 will come out. The plane that disappeared and nobody could find it. Just like I think I might make a video on that because they find this AirAsia flight in fucking like 3 days, yet they can't find MH370. It's just gone like that. I mean, seriously, that's just fucking, you know, how does that happen? Like, there was a fucking massive search for it, and you can't find it. And I hear some people say, oh, it's at Diego Garcia, and the evidence they use for that is people in the Maldives saw a low-flying jet. And I looked at a map. I actually got a map. You know, I'm not going to bring it. I got a map over there. There we go. Got a world map, and maybe I could find Malaysia on here. Where is Malaysia? What the fuck was that? There's a golf ball stuck in here. But I mean, big fucking map here. Yeah, you got Malaysia right there, and then Diego Garcia somewhere. Yeah, there's Diego Garcia, and then yeah, I think the Maldives. Yeah, so if you guys can see this here, let me see this. This is very confusing. Well, anyway, they were saying, oh, it's at Diego Garcia, which is a U.S. air base. Kind of a conspiracy. So that's a true conspiracy theory. What I say, people like to call it a conspiracy theory, but it's not really a conspiracy theory. But anyway, let me try to fold this up here so you guys can see it. Fuck. This isn't really gonna work. But I don't even know. See where Maldives is, right? Maldives, and then you got Diego Garcia. Right there. So Diego Garcia is right there, and people are saying Maldives. People from the Maldives reported seeing a low-flying jet, but Malaysia's is over here. This is where the airplane. Let me just try to open. This is where the airplane was. So, I mean, if you were really trying to land it in the Maldives or in Diego Garcia, I mean, the route would be like, you wouldn't go like that. You would go straight there. So, I know that might be confusing. This is probably people probably don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But I mean, I kind of wanted to explain that. You know, like they're saying it's in Diego Garcia. I don't think so. I don't know. I truly don't know. I should probably do more investigation on it because it is a mystery. But I think more information will come out about that, and maybe they'll blame Russia. Maybe it'll be used to further the Cold War with Russia. But I think shit on that will come out, whether that be factual or not. I think that will come out. I think we're gonna get more illegals coming into our country. I think our border patrol is not gonna do shit. I think Obama's not gonna, Obama's gonna keep telling the border patrol to stand down. They're gonna be unequipped and shit. So I think that will happen. Number 15. I think there's gonna be an attempt, a big attempt to take away our guns. Maybe not all of them, but I think maybe a ban on semi-automatics. I think there's going to be a big attempt to do that. And hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully our guns aren't taken away. Because there's something called the Second Amendment that says there shall be a militia for the security of a free state, and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And there might be a false flag too. I think there's going to be some false flags this year. I mean, every year there's usually false flags, but I think there might be a pretty big gun false flag because we haven't had one of those in a while. We haven't had a major gun attack, really, or not an attack, but like a murder, like a, what do they call it? A mass murder, whatever the fuck they call it. They have a word for it. Fuck, I can't even think of it. Um, fuck, they have a word. I can't. I'm so tired right now. I can't fucking think of it. But anyway, there might be one of those a big, where 15, 20, 25 people end up dying, or maybe even more. I think more people will begin to support the legalization of marijuana. I think more people will become more libertarian and more acceptive of people doing whatever the fuck they want as long as it doesn't affect anybody else. Um, I think that marijuana legalization is becoming a lot more popular. I think more people will begin to support it. Number 17, I think there will be less global warming, and I think the cold temperatures will continue. I mean, this is kind of just a guess, but I mean, seeing the trends of the past, few years or year or two, I mean, the temperatures have really been cold. The ice shelf is growing. It's at like record numbers. Um, so it's at very, it's growing. It's at big numbers, the ice shelf. It's not melting, people. It's growing. So I think that's going to continue. 19, I think 18, I think there's going to be more police brutality. I think there's going to be really an agenda to really justify police brutality. And I think there's going to be a big deal about it too. They're going to make a big deal, big news stories and shit about that. Number 20, I think there's going to be more backlash against GMO. I mean, you already see kind of in the mainstream media even. Maybe not mainstream, but like just of people in general becoming more skeptical of the food. I see some people becoming skeptical of the GMO potato. So there you go, people. I think I covered all. Oh, I don't. Did I cover this one? I said Ebola will get worse. I don't think I covered that one. I think Ebola is going to get worse. I think there's going to be some more cases here. I think I predicted. I still got my Ebola predictions here. Did I say? I think I thought I predicted that there will be some cases here. Maybe not though. I don't know. But I kept the Ebola predictions up there that I made a few months ago, and they're not that off. And with the government, you never know if the accounts are actually legitimate of the people who have Ebola in Africa. They say like 20,000 have it, 7,500 or something like that died. I think it might be a little bit more than that. I don't know, but I think it's gonna get worse. I think it's gonna come here, and especially with the cold months ahead, I think it's gonna be a lot easier to spread. So, and by the way, it is I'm making these predictions January 2nd, people. Can you see that? January 2nd. There you go. 7:12 a.m. making these predictions. So there you go, people. There's your fucking 20 political predictions of 2015.